Well, hello, traveler. Today, the Cavern Queen experiences some technical difficulties, gets the barbarians exactly where she wants them, and shows off some new cavern builds. Hello everyone, it's Lady Shatana. Thanks for coming to join me on my adventures. Today we're going to do some boat stuff, and we're going to do some ocean stuff, and we're going to do some scary, spoopy things behind me again stuff. Where, did you see that? I saw that. And the always super non-sus giggling happening behind me.
Alright, fine.
Hey, Tibbet Hat.
I got my shield back.
Hello. It's kind of fun to watch you just appear piece by piece. Gotta be honest. Okay, we have... We will not, in fact, be doing any of those things today because, unfortunately, something happened with the recording. Not quite sure what it wasn't liking, but I was not able to use any of that recording. So you got the beginning bit, and now we're just going to do some other things. But I will tell you about what happened. The new cutter boat actually wasn't big enough to hold any more than one person. It was a little sadly disappointing, gotta be honest. It was cute. It was bigger. It was cute. We did go and check out one of the new water temples, like the sea temples from the Young's Better temples, and it looked very cool, but the video quality unfortunately was just awful, and you guys would not like me very much if I made you watch it. So it was interesting. It was chaotic. We got killed by some guardian fishes and saw lots of prismarine. So that's what happened in the last bit that I can't use. So let's do some other fun things instead. What do you think? Yeah, I thought so too. No Timid Hat because he has gone to bed. And we have school starting. As a mom, I'm very happy about that. As a child, he is less than happy about that. But that's just how it goes. So what I figured we would do instead is the new Cavern Parts, infrastructure parts, are now in the official mods. They came in a couple of days ago with one of the new updates, and I thought it would be really cool to show you guys those things. If you didn't watch my thank you video, we're going to add some of the infrastructure to the back so that everybody can see it. But first we are going to add the things that our builders need to build the things that they're building. And let's see, they need some light gray brick shingles, and they need some wheat extra shingles and some dark oak. So let's go ahead and make those, and we'll put them in the storage warehouse. I like to do it that way because then the delivery guys can get the experience by delivering everything. So let's take a look. This is the oak and light gray brick extra, which is one of the DO extra blocks, and I've made some of those, and so we need some oak. So let's find some of that. If you are not familiar with how the warehouse can do a search, it's just right in here. And I have a lot of oak logs. That one lumberjack, he has like 6 trees that he's able to actually chop down with the zone that I made him. He's got all of these trees, so you don't need much when you're in Cavern, because I don't use all that much wood in here. So you can do that, and you can search and find all the things you need. So grab that oak And the other thing that we needed was the wheat extra, so oak and wheat extra, which is another one of the DO extra blocks, and that is made by some wheat, just like that. So pretty sure we have a bunch of wheat because I have the farmer doing all wheat right now. And wheat. Yep, we got quite a bit. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. There's 23 of them in here, and some in here, right there. That should be enough. I think we don't need too many of those. And in the meantime, we'll put these extra little bits that we've been carrying around in there, just like that. And now we need to go and find ourselves a architect's cutter. So, yeah, I do like the DO blocks because I find that as a designer, there's a lot of, you use a lot less of the materials, so they're very efficient in comparison to not using DO blocks. So while you may grumble when they come up on the list, they are actually a lot more efficient. So let's go ahead, and we're going to need to make some planks. Let's do that. Let's make a stack of those and remind ourselves how many we needed. Let's make maybe half a stack of each. So the light gray brick and the wheat extra, easy peasy, light gray brick there, supported by the oak, down to the shingles right there. Let's make, you know what, let's make a bunch. These are for the Shire style buildings that are getting built down outside. So we'll make a bunch of them just so that they're in there. I could give this recipe to the appropriate crafter, but because we don't do a lot of Shire, just those few buildings, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to make those myself. So let's throw these in the warehouse, and we're almost ready to, I think, upgrade the warehouse. I've been collecting the crimson and the warped to be able to do that. So we got a little bit of space there. Go ahead and add that. Take a look at our request clipboard, and it seems like they've got everything they need for right now. It is sunset, so we're going to go ahead and have a little snooze, except we're not, because it's not quite sleep time yet. I do jump the gun a lot on that a lot of the time. But we'll head back here so we can start taking a look at these new infrastructure bits. So as I said, if you've watched the thank you video, you have seen a preview of these, and they are ready to go, and I'm pretty excited about them. They will, if you combine them with the various other pieces, you'll be able to, I think, make things look really nice. You can have some wide open intersections and connectors, and then some that are a bit more closed off. And there's barbarians, because of course there is. Really lucky to get them again, but this time they're on that southeast section, so maybe this time the plan that we came up with to funnel them where we wanted them will actually work, because we don't have them clambering down into a cave system that we don't want them in. So hopefully we'll be lucky and they will be exactly where we want. And if they're not, then I owe each and every single one of you a cookie. And I'm more than happy to do that. Make a cookie. Uh-oh, looks like I have people that are not in a home. Maybe sometimes when I do this, I will quickly go. I will change the housing to automatic to see if they get plunked into a house, and back to manual. Somehow I managed to hire one person more than I had housing for. How unusual. We'll fix that up in a minute. Alright, so southeast. Somebody's already died, so they've probably fallen down a cliff or something, because barbarians do tend to do that. I don't yet see anybody falling down a cliff, so let's see if we can find them over here. Put some, yeah, see, look at this. Look, my plan worked, everybody. Look, it totally worked. Hey, hi. This is not super friendly of you guys to come and try to, you know, be meanie beanies in my colony, and I am not going to stand for it. You are going to stay out. Thank you very much. Hello. You know, if you just came and were polite and nice and didn't hit anybody, you would be totally welcome to hang out and stuff, and I'd be fine with it. But you're not. You're meanie beanies, and you come in and you're mean to my people, and I don't like it. But look at, guys, look at how perfect that was. They were just right there, funneling right exactly where I wanted them. And I'm working on that back section to make it funnel everything so they can go into a room in the back. Oh, that was perfect. That was so perfect. And check it out. We got a chief sword. It's just the same as a diamond sword, but some of the Minecolonies styles do actually have a chief sword, usually in the town hall, in the level 5. So depending on what style you're doing, you may want to hold on to one of them in a safe place just in case they are needed for one of the styles. So yay! Oh guys, I'm so happy that worked. So excited about that. It's the little things. And what I'll be able to do is when I start actually hiring guards over there, when we have a raid coming, I'll be able to rally my guards over here and just let the barbarians come on down, and me and my guards can actually take care of them. But you saw how much bigger that raid was, so they are definitely getting bigger as my colony gets bigger. And what's interesting is the more raids you do where none of your citizens die, the bigger that the raid gets. And then if you have a raid where you actually get overwhelmed and you have citizens dying, you have guards dying, then the next raid will actually adjust back down to be smaller. So they only get bigger as long as you prove that you can handle them. And when you prove that you can't, they get smaller again. So that's just some insider knowledge on how raids work. So hope you find that interesting. I certainly do. So, okay, let's go back and try this again. We're going to put the new narrow version of the intersection here, and then we're going to put narrow connectors, and then we're going to think about maybe doing an extra haul. We're going to push things out a bit, I think, and do an extra haul. But my handy dandy super happy Megatorch, I love you, Megatorch, I love you, thank you for keeping the googlies away, I love you so much, oh my goodness. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, I have a deep and abiding love for my Megatorches, and you should too. Okay, so you can see that where the border is, that line is actually the border, right there. It's actually going to be exactly on the same block as the edge of the intersection. And I know this because I tested it to see if it was going to fit. So the new one is under infrastructure, and it's in a new folder called narrow. And we're looking for narrow intersection. And we're going to pop that over here, down, and right there. Is that there? Nope, one too far over. Right there. And lined up on the wall like usual. And as I said, when we go, it is right on that line. And let's go ahead and we are going to say yes, thank you very much. It takes a bunch of stone bricks, but it's really no different. I think it's less overall materials might be the same overall materials as the regular ones, but it's a lot less air in there. So it's all placeholders and a lot less digging. The amount of time that it will take the builder will be significantly less. So let's go ahead and do that. And then what we can do is, do I have, no I don't. Let's put our builder's goggles on, which are in here, there, and just like that. And we'll open it up a little bit. So same as the regular ones, they will have the down sections there. This is open a little, so this was already open a little bit because I started to build a bit of a corridor over here with my stair that's going to be funneling. It's not very pretty yet, but that's going to be funneling those barbarians. So once this is built, I'll open this up into a really nice holding area. So what I'm hoping is those barbarians will get funneled down into here, and then me and the guards will be able to take care of things right here. So I have plans, but this section is actually all placeholders in the new bit of infrastructure. So this, they wouldn't actually be carving any of this out. They're going to be carving out these sections and just up to here. And it's much shorter. It's going to be much quicker for the builder to open up. And I think, and as I said, I think it's going to look really nice, especially when you combine it with other bits and pieces, and just give you a little more variety in the colony. So I'm pretty excited about these, and I'd had several different versions of these kind of small ones. There was a sort of a starter version that I never really liked, and there is an upgradable version of some of the parts, and again, I was never really happy with them. So when I finally got around to these, it made me happy to have something that I think looked much nicer, and that was a much better fit for the whole thing. So Gary here is gonna do his thing and open things up, and he should be pretty quick with doing this. And Ronnie there is working hard, upgrading those courier huts. Well, let's see, is there anything else that he needs? Nope, he's a pretty happy guy. And yeah, Gary is happy, and we're not going to have to worry about any of the googlies because we have that mega torch there. And then when this is done, we'll move that mega torch into the center right there. The only negative about these narrow ones is that I won't be able to put some of the decorations in there. However, if I want, I can still put alternative courier huts and guard towers, the standard guard towers, into the corners, and I'll work on maybe ways to add some other things in there too. So we'll let Gary do his thing. And the other thing that got added in the same update is the new Plantation Fields. And those are also something that I think could look really nice. Personally, I would use them as regular plantation fields or just personal decoration fields. So where it's a decoration and it's a useful field. Those ones will be in, I believe, agriculture fields, and these are all, they're meant to fit in a corner of an intersection or a connector, and they do various things, and they say exactly what they do. Some of them do require research at the university, like the warped, I think the vines, the crimson, they're going to need research before you're going to be able to actually use them, but there's nothing stopping you, honestly, from building them and using them yourself until such time as you can actually have the plantation worker use them. So that is the warped one. It's intended you put some warped mushrooms down there and grow them, and it will have the warped the vines, the teal cyan colored vines will be able to grow there. There is the there's a sugar cane. This one I think looks really nice. If you bump it up, there we go. So you always want to make sure that you take a look to make sure that it's in the right place. That's one too high. That is where it belongs. But this is a small sugar cane. You can just grow your sugar cane there. And then what you could do is it makes a really nice kind of decoration. But then anytime you pop by, you can just go ahead and clear off, everything that's grown up, and then just toss it into the storage warehouse every time you go by. But then when you get your plantation going, so he will be exactly the same as the farmer. He can have 5 fields at level 5, and you can just pick whichever of the fields that's near him that you can have him work on. So that's a small sugar cane, and then there's a bamboo. I think this one looks really nice, personally. I would stick that up there, put some bamboo in there, and just leave it as decoration myself. And there, what else is there? There's the cocoa or cacao, depending on how you like to say it. This one goes down like that, and they grow the cocoa buds on the wood right there. So again, I think they make really nice decorations as well as being useful. What else? There was a cactus one. This one goes like where? Like that one. No, yes. Where is it? Is that too far? Oh, no, that's right. This one just had these. So these are actually trap doors that you can open the trap door and pop in here. So it kind of makes it's supposed to be like a little fence to keep your people out of there. Yeah, it just pops right in there. So I'm really happy with those. It is new, so not all of the styles have fields in them yet. The team is working on it slowly to get them in. So if you don't find it in your own style that you're building, you can always take a look in the other ones. I know for sure that I have them, Colonial has them, and I know Shire has a bunch that are done. I don't know if they're in yet, and I think Jungle as well had some that were done and not quite in yet. And so check over time. We are getting other styles in. Some the styles where we have active builders are working on them and getting them in, and styles that don't have builders that are active, we're trying to get a hold of the designers to see if we can create some for some of the styles, and other ones you're just going to have to make do with styles that come with or with fields that come with other styles. So there's that. Pretty happy with those, and I'm probably going to put some in just for my own decoration self. And then the other thing I'm going to do, because all of these new plantation fields have all of these big corner things, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create an alternative plantation that will fit in the same spaces as these guard stations. So you'll be able to put a plantation in here, a plantation hut, and then in the intersections upstairs, and maybe even one of the connectors. I have a couple of larger fields that I'm working on that just I wasn't quite happy with them yet, but they fill up a whole side. One of them is for ocean stuff, so it does kelp and sea pickles and sea grass, and it's actually quite impressive looking. It has a lot of diorite and has the same seahorses that I have in the what is it in? It is in the alternative mystical site, I believe. And then I also have another one that it's a double sugarcane farm, and it fills up a whole side. So so yeah, between like those and being able to fill corners with those different fields, you'll have all the different kinds of fields that are available to you in your plantation downstairs, and you'll be able to have him just work on whatever 5 you want him at any given time. So that's coming up. That's in. The big ones are coming up, and yeah, so I hope you'll be happy with those. And as I said, for any other styles, just keep an eye out for things, and they will be coming eventually. So we're going to keep working on those, and I think that will about do it. Sorry I couldn't give you the original footage that we filmed, but it was so laggy. But what was weird is that when I was doing it, it didn't feel laggy, it didn't look laggy, and the audio is just fine. It's just the video, you guys would hate me if I gave it to you. But yeah, I think that'll about do it. So hopefully you haven't been too bored by all the extras that I've given you, and I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and that we will see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.